We are in the plaza area of the Las Vegas Convention Center in Las Vegas, ready to attend the NAB, National Association of Broadcasters show. This is a huge show, attracting some 70,000 people, 1,000 different exhibitors, and occupying 3 halls at the convention center. I am not a youngster and I don't have unlimited energy, so we will probably confine our visit to the Central Hall. The Central Hall is labeled as a creative hall. By the way, there are lots of educational programs associated with this show as well. We will not attend those, but that's one of the reasons the 70,000 people come. At any rate, here we go. We're going to visit NAB Show 2023. Stopped at this booth because I wasn't familiar with this name. I liked their slogan, "We Love Live." And it turns out that Grass Valley is a company that has 2 locations, one in Montreal and one in Grass Valley, California, and they supply equipment for large venues that might sponsor concerts. I said, "Do you sell to producers?" "Yes, yes." "And how many people in your company?" He didn't exactly say, but he said, "At this show we have a couple hundred, and it's been a great show." And so you can see there are a lot of customers and potential customers hanging around Grass Valley. The sign says Unreal Ride. It shows what can be done with a big screen and the right kind of camera and sound. I saw this sign, Connected Classroom, and I saw some ladies in there with some screens, and I didn't quite know what they were doing, but a gentleman here explained that with remote learning it would be possible for a camera to follow a teacher who was using touchscreens in the classroom, and you would see that on your TV at home, or you could have a laptop in the classroom, record the whole experience, and then look at it before the test. Now, the ladies in the classroom, I happened to stop by. There was a gentleman looking, and I said, "What's going on here?" And he says, "I don't know, but she's pretty good looking." So what happens with conventions is that lots of local models get jobs. They're on their feet for a lot of hours during the day, but they get paid well. I know that the Associated Press had software which they will sell to local newsrooms so that they can follow news properly. I said, "Is this something new?" He says, "No, ever since TV came along, we've had this software." Okie Electro Voice booth. This is a company owned by the Bosch people, and these microphones are professional microphones, $400 or $500 a piece. A step up from your own podcast, but here they are, and they love coming to this show. I was wondering the cost of these TV cameras, and it seems they run from $9,500 to $52,500, and every price in between. We are at AutoQ, a Connecticut company, and they have teleprompters. And I was asking about this one. The gentleman said this is an Obama prompter where he can look out at the audience and you have have no idea that the words are coming up on the piece of plastic. And I said, well, how much does one of these cost? He says, oh, $6,000 or $7,000. So if you wonder how Obama can look at the audience and give his talk without seeming to read anything, this is what he used. All that big equipment has to move from time to time, and this is a company that supplies dollies. Here are a couple of Muslim women, it looks like, who are interested. And there is a lady selling the dollies.
And then also for remote monitoring, we have the high bright remote monitor. And then of course, we also have the Ronin 40 that's on the left here. That is essentially our all-in-one cinematography solution.
Stopped in at Row Creative Display because they had a sign that talked about virtual productions, and I wasn't quite sure. Well, they provide not these pictures, but the panels on which pictures like this are displayed for movies and concerts. They are a California company, and like everything else we've seen so far, they too are very busy, but they have some beautiful pictures here. Then the image on the front is like a television, you said,
essentially, yeah. So any kind of video signal that you can put into it, you can plug your laptop into it and you can display it up here.
Okay. How much do people pay for?
I mean, I'm not entirely certain. I know we're certainly not cheap. I'm on the technical support team though, so I don't talk money with people. I talk technical stuff with people. So.
Okay, I had no idea this is what was behind it. So it could be a small thing, it could be a big thing.
You could just do like a little tiny wall like that, just like or like up in our corners of our booth here. We have it's a different type of tile, but we have like these banners that are up here, you know, in the corner that are showing our logos and things. So those are another type of panel that we have.
Okay, what do you call the panels? Anything fancy?
They're usually referred to as LED tiles.
LED tiles. By Row Creative Display. Mm-hmm. You're one of the technical people.
Yep, technical support.
Are you having fun at this show?
I love this show. It's really cool. Just all the stuff you get to see around here, and there's always something new.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Row is a New York company, and I stopped here because I didn't know what all of this was. And the gentleman here explained, do that explanation again about...
We're the manufacturers of B-mount batteries. So
they're big batteries.
Big batteries and cables. Instead of using smaller LP6 batteries that will last 20 minutes in the cameras, the power supplies with the cables will let this camera last about 6 hours.
Oh, certainly valuable. Okay, how much does one of these big batteries cost?
One of these big batteries costs about $229, but it includes a charger.
Okay.
And
over and over you can use it.
Over and over. Each battery is a 2-year warranty, and we sell them to all the dealers, B&H, Panorama.
Okay, and you said you've been coming to this show for 15 years?
15 years.
Why is it a good show for you?
A lot of good people here. You see the same faces every year. And besides, my lips getting dried out every year. It's a great area.
Okay, thank you for talking with me. They have a poster. They have a skeleton out front. Camera-related injuries. And they have a whole list of them. Steadicams are very heavy and are used often. Sporting events, etc. We're at the Steadicam booth, and this gentleman just showed me the strap and holder. How much are they, these straps and holders?
Oh, so the system I'm wearing right now typically retails for $1,400 US. However, we have a special right now at this booth right here for the show, and you'll just take 22% off, and it's $1,100 right now.
Glass has innovative technical furniture, and here they have some on display. I guess it's how you mount cameras, etc. So you come to a show like this and maybe you solve a problem in your studio. Video. B&H is a camera supply company in New York. It is the company I use to buy this particular Sony camera, and they have one enormous booth here. China is here at this show, as they are at almost every show I attend. Korea, South Korea, China, they're all here. Need a new lens? Chengdu Weisheng Digital Technology Company Limited has this display. Several exhibitors here have lights, and these are among the more colorful. Tolifo, I would imagine this is Chinese. Another Chinese exhibitor, Shenzhen, Yang Nuo, and turned around, and these lights in this booth, they are also from a company in China. Tripods are here in several booths. This one is Lee Photo USA in New Orleans, Louisiana. I don't know if another show has had Papa John's pizza, but this one does. Big crowd here. This is a mobile production studio. And folks go into it. Let's see. The Magic Box Mobile Virtual Production Super Studio is a compact LED volume that can be delivered almost anywhere, set up and be ready for action in just minutes. Magic Box has miniaturized and mobilized modern virtual production with a semi-trailer designed to literally transform into a fully operational LED volume or stage with camera, motion tracking system, and a computer control center. It's an ICVFX virtual production studio on wheels. And there's more, but I'm not reading more. Why this booth had cars? Well, I just talked to a man, and he's with a company called Driving Plates, and they do somewhat the same thing that the Magic Box is doing in this display, in that they can take cars and put them in a studio and pretend those cars are driving in Los Angeles, Dubai, Tokyo, etc. So that's what Driving Plates does, and he was just on the phone, he said, with a company in Great Britain who needed 2 days of their attention because they needed to do some driving in Los Angeles, I think it was. Anyway, so much magic these days. So, look at this. You can be on dry land and photograph a sinking lifeboat. Look at how long this extension is. This is a booth called Sky Glass. Speaking of backgrounds. And this is what they call the green screen. 2 weeks ago, Spyglass came out with this. There are 3 plans, and you can even on your iPhone import. Is that what you do? Import the backgrounds, or?
So it works with, there's 2 kinds of backgrounds. There's backgrounds that we provide, and then there's backgrounds that you can create using AI. So,
artificial.
So for this one, we can actually create our own background. So Where should we create a background? Where do you want to go?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, that makes sense. We're already here. So let's do Las Vegas. And we'll do like a realistic style. It takes about 30 seconds to generate the environment. And then it will just show up. You can see some of the other environments we've generated. Someone said to create a purple rainforest on an alien planet. So that's what we have here. Someone else wanted to create an aquarium. So we have an aquarium.
Oh my goodness.
So you can create any kind of environment you want.
So I could say I was going on vacation to Las Vegas and never been there.
That's right.
But I could bring home pictures.
Someone else made a Harry Potter castle. So the one we created will be ready in just a minute. So those are the two different kind of environments. We have the ones that we've created that are 3D and very realistic. And then we have these environments that are automatically created using AI. So here's our Las Vegas. It's a little bit empty, but you can see we've got some big buildings in the desert.
Okay.
And we can put ourselves in it. So now here we are in our virtual
I look
Las
pretty
Vegas.
good. You look good too.
You look great.
Okay, so the unlimited, the best deal is $24.99 a month.
That'll give you 200 AI environments, yep. And then also it'll give you the ability to create those realistic 3D environments as well.
Okay, I'll be darned. Where is Spyglass located?
It's Skyglass, and it's
Excuse me, Skyglass.
Boulder, Colorado.
What color?
Boulder, Colorado.
Say that town.
Boulder.
Oh, Boulder. Of course, Boulder. Thank you very much.
Thanks for stopping by.
Matthews Studio Equipment, the original Hollywood grip company. So what do you use grips for? Holding cameras?
Not even.
No?
So, do you watch TV?
Yes, I do.
You go to the movies?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, do you ever see the funny credits at the back end of the movies? Key grip, best boy, gaffer?
Yes.
Those are the guys who use our gear. And basically, in a nutshell, what is grip?
Yeah.
Grip is, you don't have to film me.
That's all right. Keep talking.
Grip is everything that holds a light or changes what a light will do. So that includes a clamp, a lighting stand, or even a butterfly over the top to cut the light and diffuse the light. That's
Okay,
grip.
so the grips are holding lights.
It changes what light will do. It'll hold it or change what a light will do.
Okay. All right.
It also encompasses motion. So you have dollies, or sliders. That's all grip too.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This booth has a lot of brand names, but it looks like these suitcases are how you carefully transport your camera. ERP means the rag place. They have headquarters in Atlanta and Los Angeles, and they make accessories for lighting. You see there is a light on behind that screen, but it is diffused light. It's very gentle light. It's not the kind of light that I use when I try to video myself. And they have all kinds of stuff here, and I love the name Rabbits. So if you want to have your lights do anything lovely, call these folks. This is Kino Flow Lighting Systems. Very interesting video. We're riding on a Ferris wheel. I don't know where we are, but this is one of many great videos at this show. And the Ferris wheel makes me just a bit anxious, and so maybe it's time for me to leave the central hall of this show. Loved every minute of it, and we'll come back next year.